Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. However you are paying attention, welcome in to Sports with Balls. I'm Jeff Michael, your host of the show. Happy freaking Monday, man. And it's been a Monday already. I am in the middle of a 48-hour fast, trying to do this, whatever I've read about all this stuff, apparently it's really, really good for you. So this is the first time I'm doing it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I'm in the middle of it. I can't eat until tomorrow. Just drink water. The bad thing, the worst thing about this entire thing is no coffee. Oh, I can't do my morning coffee. That pisses me off. And I know you can do just black coffee, but I'm just doing straight water fasting, and we'll see how it goes. So welcome into the show. I'm Jeff Michael. January the 27th. Today's show, let's make some money first. Today's show brought to you by Christian's Tailgate Bar and Grill. ChristiansTailgate.com. I bet the place was absolutely, or one of their locations, there's 5. I bet it was slammed last night. They have a Bills Mafia bar. I bet that was pretty freaking amazing. Couldn't make it up there, but maybe I will next year because Bills aren't there anymore. Go to ChristiansTailgate.com. Find one near you. Amazing, amazing food and sports venue. TheTexasTrialAttorney.com. Thiessen Law Firm. 713-864-9000. You get in a wreck. You got some troubles. You call Mark Thiessen. Thiessen Law Firm. TheTexasTrialAttorney.com. 713-864-9000. Butler CCS. Got a fire, water, mold issues at the house, even your roof. Call Wes Butler. Give him a shout on social media. Go to Butler CCS on all your social media outlets. All right, let's see. What do we got today's national holidays, man? Community Manager Appreciation Day. What the hell is that? All right. International Holocaust Remembrance Day. Yeah, I know what that is. That was terrible. National Chocolate Cake Day. Damn fasting. What else we got? Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day. I think the kids will like that. Better Communication Day. Better Business Communication Day. Sorry. National Bible Day. By the way, Catherine, a friend of mine, can you please return my Bible? That would be great. She's been using it for like a month now. National Geographic Day. Thomas Crapper Day. What the? Don't let all this work go down the crapper. Come celebrate Thomas Crapper Day with us. It's just, I'm not even going to get into that. Punch the Clock Day, Northland Anniversary Day, Vietnam Peace Day, World Breast Pumping Day. My goodness. Wellington Anniversary Day. And then we get into the birthdays. Wolfgang Amadeus. Do you remember that song? That song was awesome. Amadeus. Anyways, that's your national holidays on this January the 27th. It is a Monday. Let's get going. Let's knock off today's headlines. We'll get into the NFL here in a little bit. Last night, a crowd drove into the crowd, injuring 3 people at the Eagles' victory. I do not know if this was anything related to New Orleans. By the way, the Super Bowl is in New Orleans in 2 weeks, but on February 9th. But a car struck the large crowd near historic Center City around 9:30 p.m. after the NFC Championship game at Lincoln Financial Field. That's all the updates we have as of now. I don't think there were any deaths, but man, I hope that was, well, I don't even know how to say about it. We don't want to hope it's a drunk driver, but yeah, that's getting ridiculous that you can't celebrate on the street anymore without somebody running their car smack into the crowd. That is, man. Let's see. There was a soccer player arrested for some drugs. The ex-soccer player. What else we got here? There was a trade in the WNBA. Joel Lloyd goes to the Las Vegas Aces. Kelsey Plum to the LA Sparks. Yeah, got that trade. Did you guys have that one down? All right, do y'all write that down? You got it? Good. What else we got? South Carolina and LSU. Did you see where the college coach, I think South Carolina has 10 McDonald's All-Americans, and that was a pretty big deal. That LSU was playing South Carolina. This is women's basketball, by the way. And South Carolina has 10 McDonald's All-Americans on it. And wow, that's ridiculous. That's a lot. Oh, man, what else we got? That's it, dude. There's not a ton of news, man. Like, there's just not. It is all NFL now. College football's over. It is just heavy NFL. I'm not getting into the NHL. Sorry, guys. I'm not doing it. Not right now, at least. Not really getting into the NBA either right now. I'll do that like once a week. But right now, it's just heavy NFL, man. So let's get to it, man. Last night's games. Woo! This was fun. Yesterday was a lot of fun, dude. The Commanders and Eagles game. Jaden Daniels, first of all, Jaden Daniels, Washington Commanders, great season. Good job. Great rookie season. One of the better rookie seasons we've ever seen. Good for the Commanders. I hope they're not a one and done. I hope that they can continue to be good. I hope that they continue to put pressure on the Cowboys and the Giants in that division to do better. By the way, the Cowboys head coaching hire, oh my gosh. Well, maybe we'll get into that here in a little bit. But Eagles win 55-33. And I believe there were 4 Washington turnovers. You can't do that. And especially if you have a defense, like you can't turn the ball over 4 times and your defense allows 55 effing points. You're losing 99.9% of the time. That's incredible. That is absolutely amazing. And y'all can talk all the crap you want about Jalen Hurts. He was 20 of 38, or 20 of 28, sorry. 110 passer rating, 246 yards and a touchdown. That's not including his rushing touchdowns. 3 rushing touchdowns. He had 4 total touchdowns. Barkley, 118 on the ground, 3 touchdowns with that 60-yard incredible run as well. I mean, Philadelphia. If Philadelphia plays like that, you can kiss it goodbye, Kansas City. You're not getting that Chief Pete, whatever they want to talk about. But we'll get into that. Philadelphia wins 55-23. Jaden Daniels was 29 of 48. 255, 1 TD, 1 pick. A decent all-around game. Their rushing attack was miserable. They had less than 100 yards on the entire day through 3 different players, which is Brian Robinson, Austin Eckler, and then, of course, Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels was the leading rusher, 48 yards. They were trying to establish the run, but they were playing from behind pretty much the entire game, so it was just a no-go. It wasn't going to happen. And Philadelphia, every time they got the ball, just slammed it down Washington's throat. And I think the first three turnovers that Washington had, Philadelphia scored 21 points on those. Right there, your game's over. That was brutal. But, look, it was good to have new blood in there, right? Good for the Washington Commanders, who have gone through ownership turmoils, quarterback turmoils, all kinds of drama in that organization. You've also got your naming turmoils with obviously the Washington Redskins. Just good for that organization to get to where they got to and put up 23 on the league's #1 defense in the Philadelphia Eagles. Just good team. Really good team. The Philadelphia Eagles are balanced as it can get. I mean, man. Their defense was phenomenal. Their offense was even better. If they play like that, I don't have a dog in the fight in the Super Bowl. I don't. I just don't have a dog in the fight. I'm hoping that my kids don't have a baseball, softball, or volleyball tournament coming up February 9th that weekend. But I'm pretty sure they will. And I hope for a good Super Bowl. I hope it's entertaining. I hope it's high flying. I hope it's a lot of scoring. I would love to see a 55-40 game. That's fantastic. Super Bowls are, and both these teams have been there. This is a rematch from 2 years ago. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. A.J. Brown had 96 yards, came out firing. These teams get 2 weeks to rest. By the way, on a side note, it's Saquon Barkley's 28th birthday on the day of the Super Bowl. I wonder what his props are for his over and under. That would be interesting. But anyways, Washington commits 4 turnovers. Philadelphia, what was it? I think they had 7 rushing touchdowns. 6 or 7, which was more than the Cowboys had all season. That's unbelievable, man. I'm not trying to throw shade at the Dallas Cowboys. Well, maybe just a little bit, but man, Philadelphia Eagles just ran Washington out of the building, literally. Sorry, guys, got a little bit of the cough still. So Commanders had a great season. Philadelphia moves on to the Super Bowl, and we move on to Super Bowl 1B, which happened last night in Kansas City, where the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills went toe-to-toe again. Wow. What a game, man. What a freaking game. And I'm sorry, Josh Allen, you cannot get this off your back, dude. I know it is a huge monkey on your back, but you have to be perfect, especially when you're playing in Kansas City. And I don't want to hear about the refs, dude. I don't. It wasn't that bad of a call on the spot. It wasn't that bad of a call on the reception that I forgot that Worthy had. I mean, both of those were questionable, but there's human error involved in this, and the spot was okay with me. I was all right with it, and so was the catch. Like, it wasn't that egregious. There's been way worse. You didn't get any late hits on Pat Mahomes, right? You didn't get any helmet to helmet or roughing the quarterbacks. So if you're Buffalo, this was a hard-fought game. You just lost. You lost, and you've turned the ball over. Man, the Chiefs are hard. You've got to play a perfect football game. Look what happened to the Houston Texans. You can say all the referees you want about that game as well, but when you're in Kansas City, this is why they're 15-2. You have got to play a perfect football game. These are two well-oiled machines going into the Super Bowl between the Chiefs and the Eagles. I know it's not a Super Bowl that everybody wanted to see, or at least the general public didn't want to see it, but this is a good Super Bowl. Two great teams. But I digress and go back into Buffalo. I don't know what they've got to do. I mean, James Cook had 85 yards on the ground and 2 touchdowns. That's pretty damn good. They had 147 rushing yards. That's pretty damn good. Josh Allen, 237, 22 of 34, 237, 2 touchdowns. Put up 29 in Kansas City. Wasn't good enough. Mac Hollins, great day, man. 3 receptions, 1 touchdown, 73 yards. By the way, his walk-in outfit was pretty ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know what the Bills need to do to absolutely maybe get home field advantage. But when the Chiefs are winning like that, I mean, it's hard. It's very hard. And going into that building, you got to play perfect, and they played almost perfect. Almost perfect. But they didn't play perfect, and there you go. I guess they had some fumbles. They didn't lose any fumbles. Josh Allen had 3, lost 0. Ray Davis 1, lost 0. I really wanted to see Buffalo finally pull it out, dude. And to see Josh Allen's face after, I guess, the clock struck 0, or even before that, him sitting on the bench, was a brutal loss. They played good. They played a good football game. And it was exactly what you thought it would be. Buffalo 29, Kansas City 32, came down to a last possession. There you go, man. I mean, what else do you want? These teams are awesome. These teams are really good. Is Buffalo going to be back? Hell yeah. Is Kansas City going to be back? Most likely. This is why they're 15-2. They are 8-0 at home. Buffalo, on the flip side of that, on the season, 5-4 away. You got to get home field advantage, and you got to play a perfect game. So that catapults Kansas City into the Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles, where there's already the line is put up. It was yesterday. Kansas City -2. It was at 1.5 yesterday, which means there's been a lot of betting for Kansas City in this Super Bowl. Not so fast, people. Early take. Dude, the over-under for this game is 50. 49.5. That's awesome. This may be a fun Super Bowl. Like I said, I don't think it's a Super Bowl that everybody wanted to see, but this could be a really exciting Super Bowl. Gambling-wise, it's going to be fantastic. Look at all the player props. Mahomes, Hurts, Barkley. You've got star power. Even Worthy now. A.J. Brown, Zach Ertz, Travis Kelce. This is good. There's a ton of storylines here. There's going to be a lot of buildup. DeAndre Hopkins from Houston going to his first Super Bowl. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of buildup that we're going to have to look forward to. There's a lot of scenarios. There's a lot of players. There's a lot of star power in this game, which is really neat. You don't have that a lot. I think that Xavier Worthy coming out of the closet, kind of, if you will, or on the main, on a huge stage, that was good. That's really, really good for Kansas City. It looks like Mahomes may have found a nice target. They had a couple of chunk plays yesterday, which was fantastic. That's what they needed. Because the first, I think, first 15 passes for Mahomes were like 10 yards, 11 yards, 7 yards, 4 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, 11 yards, 12 yards, 14 yards, and then a 30. That's how the Kansas City Chiefs play. Great clinic put on by Andy Reid in that offense. Just a fun football game. I thought that was a lot of fun to watch, and I believe the Chiefs-Eagles game is going to be a lot of fun to watch. So does Vegas. The spread's 2 points, and the over-under is 50. That makes for a fun football game, especially in a Super Bowl. I need to go back and check while the over-under is a Super Bowl, but that's high. That's really high. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Who are you going for right now? Right now, the matchup predictor, even though you've got Kansas City -2, matchup predictor says 56% chance the Philadelphia Eagles win that game. Look, if the Philadelphia Eagles play like they did yesterday, and the Kansas City Chiefs play like they did yesterday, this will be one of the greatest Super Bowls we've seen in a long time. It will be unfreaking believable. I think Philadelphia comes out on top. If you're right now, it says Philadelphia because first of all, the odds of three-peating are ridiculously bad, like absolutely ridiculously bad. Philadelphia, I believe, is the better team, and they're better. They're more well balanced. I like Philly. Give me Philly either money line or you're going to give me 2 points. Give me 2 points. I love Philadelphia in this game. I know Kansas City's been there. They got Mahomes. It's so hard, blah, blah, blah. But Philadelphia's got one of the best defenses around. And by the way, KC won on their defense last year. Their defense was, I think, number one in the league, if not top 3. The Eagles have the number 1 overall defense in the NFL. They have they have the best running back. They've got one of the better offenses. Give me Philadelphia. Chiefs cannot three-peat. America will be happy the general public of America will be happy if the Kansas City Chiefs get beat by the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoff or in the Super Bowl. Speaking of, after the Super Bowl, the only thing we have left in the NFL to look forward to is the NFL draft. And wow, have things changed at the top. Not team-wise, but player-wise. Mel Kiper of his NFL mock draft has Cam Ward of Miami, quarterback, going to the Tennessee Titans at number 1. Will Levis is there right now, obviously. I don't think that he's the answer for the Tennessee Titans. But and I'm not really sure if Dion would let Shedeur go there. I don't know. And then a really, really, really interesting pick is at number 2. The Cleveland effing Browns, who just found out Deshaun Watson re-injured his Achilles heel and will be done pretty much for the entire next season as well. And the only other quarterback they have is Jameis Winston, who is a career backup. And look, I like Jameis, but I don't know if he's the guy that takes you to the promised land. And here's the issue. If number 2, do you try to take Shedeur Sanders? If not, do you take the ever-present Travis Hunter Heisman Trophy winner? Mel Kiper has Travis Hunter going number 2 to the Cleveland Browns. Wow. I don't know. You got Jameis Winston. You have Deshaun Watson as quarterback. If you draft another one and Shedeur Sanders, that basically means you wasted all your money with Deshaun Watson, which we all know right now has been a waste. But you are confirming it that because you're not sitting Shedeur for 3 or 4 seasons. So you either get rid of Watson, which they probably are never going to do. Nobody's taking him. Nobody's taking that contract. The Browns are in such a tough spot that Travis Hunter does make sense. Might as well take a generation. Well, I don't know generational talent. I have no idea. I don't know how good or what position you're playing him. Are you playing him at cornerback? Are you playing him at wide receiver? What are you doing? I don't think you can go both ways in the NFL, not consistently at least. But we'll see. Travis Hunter is on the board at number 2, or off the board at number 2 in Mel Kiper's draft. Now, then comes number 3 and Shedeur Sanders going to the New York Giants. Wow. Perfect spot. Huge city. Can bring him to the promised land. Maybe is Shedeur that good? That's yet to be seen. College and the NFL are totally different. It depends on the system you get put in. We all know Daniel Jones is not there anymore and is not the answer. Drew Lock is a free agent. They have nothing. Number 3, New York Giants will draft a quarterback. It is not even close. Yes, they have to. They are drafting a quarterback. And it looks like Shedeur Sanders. Look, his top 3 are on point. It's Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders to the Tennessee Titans. Then Travis Hunter makes sense at number 2 to the Cleveland. And then number 3, New York, you take Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders, whichever one's available. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know how you skip out. You're done. Number 4, New England Patriots. Mike Vrabel, new head coach. Going to take an outside linebacker, Abdul Carter from Penn State. Great choice. Patriots seem to be okay. You could also take Arizona's Tacharoyo McMillan, I think, whatever that guy's name is. And then you move to number 5, Jacksonville Jaguars. My goodness, dude, what a mess over there. Mason Graham, defensive tackle, number 5. Number 6, the Las Vegas Raiders. Brock Bowers with an incredible year. They got rid of Devontae Adams. Obviously, he went to go visit his buddy Aaron Rodgers. So now, number 6, they'll take a wide receiver. The kid from Arizona, McMillan. That's what's on Mel Kiper's board. Georgia outside linebacker goes number 7, New York Jets. Look, we don't have another quarterback taken until, the Bears, 49ers. 49ers, it looks like Mel Kiper's got them taking a offensive tackle, which is great, out of Texas. And then number 12. Number 12 is an interesting pick because it's the Dallas Cowboys, and that makes everything interesting. Right now, it looks like they're taking a wide receiver on Mel Kiper's board to match up with CeeDee Lamb. Amari Cooper still over there. Or maybe, yeah. So they need a 1-2 punch in Dallas. Dak should be fine next year. New head coach. Golly, the Dallas Cowboys. You're not drafting the thing that made sense a while back. I don't think it makes sense anymore. I don't know. Does Dallas trade up and try to go after a quarterback? Do they trade Dak Prescott and try to get Shedeur at number 3 in the New York Giants spot? I don't know, man. And do the New York Giants, after just getting rid of Saquon Barkley and seeing what the Philadelphia Eagles do, are they willing to trade something in their own division? What if Shedeur does go off and he's a Dallas Cowboy and then Dax gets stuck in the Giants? I've seen crazier things happen, but wow, man. So that 12 pick's pretty interesting with the Dallas Cowboys. 13, Miami. 14, Indianapolis Colts. Still no quarterbacks off the board in the first round. Golly, I don't see any really. 24, 20, 25, Houston Texans pick. 26, the Rams. The Ravens at 27, Detroit, Washington, Buffalo, Kansas City's got the 31st, Philadelphia. No quarterbacks except for the top 3, two quarterbacks in the top three, and that's it. And I know there's different quarterbacks out there. Now, look, obviously, all this stuff's going to change. You've got the combine. You've got social media and all these experts that are going to say so-and-so is going to move up the board and so-and-so is going to move down the board. Somebody might get arrested. Who knows? There's all kinds of things that happen before the draft. But as of right now, Cam Ward 1, Travis Hunter 2, Shedeur Sanders 3 to the New York Giants. What else we got going on in the world of sports? Major League Baseball is about to be on the clock. The Super Bowl is in 2 weeks, and I believe, if I'm correct, pitchers and catchers report in 2 weeks as well. I think the Cubs have the first one. It's somewhere around there. So we could have pitchers and catchers reporting. And I know at the end of February, which is, 30 days from now, I think we start spring training games, maybe a little bit before that. So baseball is right around the corner. I'm really looking forward to it. The Cubs finalized a deal for a trade reliever, Ryan Presley from Houston Astros. And this is the only big news because, Presley had an okay season last year. He's been a great reliever for or great closer for the Houston Astros. But it frees up room for them to go after Alex Bregman again. That's right. The door is open, or reopened, should I say, for the Houston Astros to re-sign Alex Bregman to a deal. Now, are they going to have infield issues because they've got a little bit too many infielders? Yes. I know I've heard all the stuff about Jose Altuve going to left field. That's awkward. We know Kyle Tucker left for the Chicago Cubs. And the Astros got back Isaiah Paredes, before signing first baseman Christian Walker this offseason. Christian Walker's at first base. Do you put Bregman at second? You've got Pena at shortstop. Or does Bregman go to third? Where does Paredes fit in this? I don't know. But Bregman is back on the radar in Houston, Texas, which is pretty interesting. Look, as an Astros fan and being from Houston, I want this. I don't know how they make it fit, but I do know that the Dodgers somehow have every single great player possible on their roster. Look, if you can sign Alex Bregman, you freaking do it. That's all there is to it. You absolutely do it. All right, guys, I want to thank Christian's Tailgate. Go to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you. Award-winning food. Incredible place to watch games, fights, you name it, man. Go to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you. They've got lunch specials. They've got mimosas on certain days. They've got basket specials. They've got all sorts of stuff. Go to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you. Getting a wreck? That's some legal issue. Go to Thiessen Law Firm, thetexastrialattorney.com, 713-864-9000. That's 713-864-9000. Butler CCS, fire, water, mold, roofing, you name it. West Butler has got you covered. I'm Jeff Michael. This is Sports with Balls. We'll see you guys on Wednesday, man. I'm out of here.